Here we go again. I mean, last time I only covered half of Korea. This time we're covering the other half. So whether this is the better half or the best half, that's up for you to decide. I mean, you got beautiful vehicles such as this thing and highly advanced command tanks. See how the screen is empty? Yeah, it's the same for North Korean food supply. Because they spent all their money on weapons and funny looking trucks. Jeez, I don't like tanks too, but really? The language? Is it really a rifle if it doesn't have any recoil? Your mainline infantry blokes is slightly better infantry blokes. There's nothing wrong with a 10-man flamethrower squad, that's for sure. Simple and to the point. I like the unit name. It looks like a bunch of hoodlums that gonna cause a ruckus. For 5 more points, it's definitely worth it just for the rocket launcher alone. As you all know, these are the best infantry units in game. If the Russians manage to win World War II PPSHs, then North Korea should be able to win World War III with the same gun. If you manage to get at least 50 of them, you may be able to shoot down a plane. So I once saw an A-10 eat some of these guys up. It told me that they taste pretty yucky. You know, the accuracy is good when you can barely see out the vehicle. And the accuracy in this run is probably better because it actually has windows, even though yes, the dispersion is the same. A bunch of Legos on top of a BRDM. I think the machine gun's really gonna help out here, bud. Decent anti-air piece. We got 2 bloody big ones right here. Looks like a kid in MS Paint designed an artillery piece. Yup, same thing, but he went through more of an edgier phase of the paint job. Even though it's absolutely crap, it does look pretty cute. The reason this thing has such good range is the barrel can actually physically touch the enemy unit, yet it's gonna blow up. Well, it's not in the vehicle section for a change. Regular old Shilka. You know, you should just leave the Russians to make anti-aircraft pieces. Don't bother. It's a mortar APC, a large mortar APC. And here we go to the best part. North Korean tanks. As you all know, North Korea has a thriving and wonderful tank industry. So you see, if we put anti-aircraft missile on top of tank, we don't need anti-aircraft missiles at all, period, because all our tanks have anti-air. So all the AA units you saw before, negligible. You don't need them. Just keep buying more of these blokes and you'll have a grand good time. Trust me, I'm a pro North Korean player. And this is pretty much just a direct downgrade over the previous model. There's no AA missiles to be seen. Considering that North Korea lost most of its T-34s within the first year of the Korean War, I wouldn't really see them being too good in a modern Cold War. Sure, you know, we'll put you in the tank section, just don't talk too much, okay? So you see, North Korean tanks aren't really that great. I mean, you got like this thing, T-72M, it's pretty decent. Used to be a bit better, but you know. So yeah, like I was saying, North Korean tanks, absolute utter trash. I wouldn't really bother getting any of them, well, except for the Honma IV, or 4 model, as it does have actual anti-aircraft missiles. Same with this T-90, pass on it. I mean, it's not a T-72. It's the Road of Tanks tank. But unlike Road of Tanks, it's pretty oh, wait, hold on. AA missiles, I forgot. Stop everything, fill these guys up. Even more anti-aircraft for your perfect anti-aircraft net. I mean, those North Koreans, they're bloody smart. Right along face. Yeah, BRGM. Sure. Your Recon Vehicle, yeah. You really do look the part. Once again, who needs EA when you got AA Recon? Crap. Yeah, still kinda crappy, but not too bad. A Recon tank. Oh my god, it's a grill. Recon heli. Another Recon heli. A Recon UAZ, because we all love using these. It's a vehicle ATGM. And this is also one too. Your cheap 10-point transport, even cheaper 5-point transport, and another one. Regular old BTR-60, and another one, but a bit more pricier. And of course, you know, a BTR-80A, just because. Core, my son! I think it is a BMP-1. Unlike Company of Heroes, it can't act as artillery support. Well, for now, it's the closest we're probably going to get to Steel Division Eastern Front. I'm sorry if I triggered anyone by mentioning Steel Division. Flamethrower tank. It's a transport. North Koreans have quite a lot of transport APCs. And this is what I mean again. the penultimate anti-aircraft unit. Your tanks have AA, you have Recon AA, and now you have infantry transport anti-aircraft units. I mean, what's not to love? A truck. You have one in the support section, and now you have another one in the vehicle section. Just some grenade launchers, nothing much. Just some rockets, nothing much. Just some ATGMs, you know, nothing much. It's an MI4. Really quite rubbish. An MI4 with a lot of rockets. Yeah, it is definitely a gunship, that's for sure. Probably everyone's favourite version of the Hind, because it's essentially a Hind D that you don't have to buy infantry with. And just a regular Mi-8 transport. Pretty cool looking plane. Do I even need to explain, make a joke about the B5? It's already here. We all know what it does. It's a B5. It flies over. And it's got this big bloody bomb underneath, right? This 3,000 kilogram ginormous monster. And what happens, it flies over the target, and then it drops the bomb, and it goes shoo, 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 and then it lands on top of a town or whatever you're trying to blow up. It goes and that's right by B5s. But I wouldn't buy F5s, though. I mean, you know, it's just a little bit out of date. Wrong Korean War. Same with this. I don't think air-to-air rockets are useful, to be honest. And same with those air-to-air missiles. I wouldn't really bother. It's an outdated plane. The missiles are inaccurate, but holy moly, don't they kill? Same thing, but with some AA missiles. Somewhat decent fighter. A proper fighter. I mean, look at that paint job. Is there any trees or foliage up in the sky? This thing will be bloody invisible. It's got all those weapon racks for anti-tank missiles, and they only decide to fit 4 out of 8. Come on. Well, to end it all off, this North Korean plane has underwater camouflage, which will probably be pretty useful.
직접 입장이며 도쟁 방식입니다. 끝까지 선멸의 조준용 안에 집어넣고 최후 명령의 시각을 기다리고 있습니다. 철천지 원선 미제 침략자들에게 죽음을 주자.